Hello YouTube, welcome back. I've just done the plug and it's time for me to start recording. Now, where were we? I believe a forgotten beast had just shown up down in the caverns, some kind of feathered snail. Now, the last feathered snail was defeated by one of our military members going rogue and taking it on solo, so I'm not particularly worried. The last one, had a deadly bite. This one has deadly blood. Slightly less exciting to have. I mean, there's no way I can really segregate in the military I have between bladed and blunt weapons, so it's kind of a crapshoot as to what happens. Ideally, I'd like to pummel it to death, but keeping all of the blood on the inside. However, how bad can you pummel a gigantic gastropod? It has no bones to break or pulverise, so surely it maintains mobility even upon being struck incredibly hard, because it just squishes away underneath. Then again, I don't know too much. I'm pretty sure if you hit a snail hard enough it dies, but it pops, sprays everywhere. Not good. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Let's have a quick look at our intruder. Only 6 non-dwarves on the map. Very exciting. Oh, and hang on a minute, didn't we put a memorial to Zephon down? I could have sworn we did. Never mind, let's have a little look at where our forgotten beast is. It's in the caverns, currently fanning around, not doing much. Let's follow it for a minute and see if it does anything interesting. Not so far. Then again, I haven't pulled all my dwarves in with an alert, have I? So it probably makes sense for me to do that now. Military alerts, everybody into the siege hall, please. And then once that has been done, if you wouldn't mind, could somebody pull up the gate? That would be extra special, extra lovely. Just gives us time to rally the guards and get them to attack on their own and, you know, not have us all die. Right, coming down here. I mean, I'm presuming the Forgotten Beast is going to make its way up to the... oh shit, we're running out of animals. It's going to make its way up to the surface the same way the other one did. But we'll find out, Let's zoom to it, let's follow it, and let's see what happens. Someone in chat there. That's true. It did kind of spiral out of control, but it feels nice. It feels nice to have like a little promotional thing to do, and you know, if it helps you out, that's cool. You know, as long as it doesn't turn out to be a front for some kind of horrible like human trafficking ring, which so far doesn't seem to be the case. So I'm willing to let it. I'm willing to work on that assumption. But trust me, if it does, I'll be so cross, Sergeant Indy. You wouldn't believe it. I will be absolutely fuming with you. Not that I'm about to get on a plane and travel 6,000 miles just to wag my finger at you. I'm sure if it all comes to light, the authorities in the United States will take care of it for me. That's all I'm saying. You better not be people smuggling. Anyway, where were we? Yes, we're watching the Forgotten Beast stroll around the caverns. It doesn't look like there's a lot of dwarves abounds. We've got some cave crocodiles here. They're, you know, they may even kill the creature for us. We might not need to send anyone after it. Oh, hello. Oh, combat. It looks like the Forgotten Beast may have been wounded. It killed the crocodile. However, if we look at the cotton reports, the combat reports, we should see... That was an olm. Okay, not a cave crocodile, sorry. It doesn't look like the olm got to do a lot of damage. No. It tried, but it just wasn't good enough to really hurt the thing. That's fine though, that's fine. Although it's flashing red. Is that covered in blood or is it wounded? We'll never know because I'm not going to check. No, I'm not seeing any dwarves, so I feel like we're kind of good for that, right? Oh, hello, it's coming up to the surface. Well, now's when we find out if we are good. Let's pause it, come away from the creature, go up to the surface. Is anybody outside the gate? Is there anybody clearly rushing for the gate in hopes of finding safety? Finding succour? Okay, well, we've got 103 dwarves in the fort. I'm going to check the dining hall. Does this look like 103 dwarves? You know what? It's close enough that I don't care if we lose any. I say that. We're probably going to lose someone very precious to us. So someone very close to my heart. One of our namies. By the way, if people want dwarves named after them, do let me know. I'll go into the old thing and give them a nickname for you. That's how he gets people to smuggle. Oh, is that it? He lures you in with the free mugs and the dice, and then it's like, now I'm going to transport you to another country and sell you as a slave. Hooray! Profit. How long until Scoundrel gets big enough to strike an actual sponsorship deal? I think that might take a while. It's taken me, I started in 2011, not particularly strongly, a bit lacklusterly if anything. And it's taken me till now to get 22 viewers on the Dwarf Fortress video. So I think we're a little way off sponsorship deals. A little ways off. Also, I'm too lazy to pursue that kind of thing with any level of activity, so it's going to be a matter of me having to get pretty fucking big before anything happens. Oh, of course, the finger wag. He lures them in with the potential crimes to be uncovered and then turns them into a crime. So insidious. So insidious. Raid Shadow Legends. You know what? I don't think I would promote that. I'd never played the game, and I'm not about to start saying a game's good if I don't think that. 50. A bot hosted. That's pretty good. I mean, when Blind does a raid, I have momentarily had like 80 or 90 people, but that quickly settles down to about this. So, most people turn on and go, "Hey, it's a raid! Hurrah! What is this guy talking about? I think he might not be well. Let's not encourage this." And then they all sort of shuffle out embarrassedly. So yes, let's place the military. Squad A. That's Q. Press A, and then M for move, and we'll get them up here, all ready for a bit of ruction, bit of the old action. Up they come, pouring out of the stairwell, and hopefully none of them will get too close to the gate. Now I don't want to close the gate, purely because it will stop the creature from advancing towards us. But I am a bit nervous leaving it open like that. Let's get ourselves a little update on the creature's position. Let's have a little look at where it's gone. Okay, where are you? It's on the surface. It's clearly getting closer. Oh no, moving away. Oh no, it isn't. It's not moving away. It's just an optical illusion created by the level increase. Now it kills all of our livestock. That's kind of a given. I could have brought those indoors. We do have interior grass now, don't we? So I could have an interior livestock pen. Once we've dealt with the Forgotten Beast, I think I'll make that happen. I'll get in there and I'll grow some animals. What are you doing down there, Forgotten Beast? Don't you want to get inside the fortress, find all the tasty dwarves, all those juicy little lads and lasses that you can chop in your mouth? Chop in your mouth? Pop in your mouth? Oh. Yeah, they spend the nice little figure tiles and then suddenly, boop, it's a letter. Sometimes you don't actually know what it is until it dies. I mean, obviously, a Forgotten Beast, we kind of know. Oh, okay. Okay, we're ready. We're going to keep the dwarves back here. I don't think the weapon traps are going to affect the Forgotten... Question mark? Oh, it saw some of our livestock. Okay, delays. Once it's killed the livestock, we're all good. Oh no, don't lead it on too merry a goose chase. It's a snail, for fuck's sake. Maybe chase it off the map, or lure it off the map. I think our livestock ran off the map. No, it's still going for it. Don't fall in the lava. Don't fall in the volcano. Maybe it'll survive. Maybe it'll tire the snail out and it won't be able to do anything else. And then at that point, we just charge out and beat the ever-loving shit out of it. The ever-loving shit. Man, what a phrase. Come on. Oh, hello. I think it might be... No. They both just paused for breath for a second. Yeah, sure. Dehydrate for now. It's going to be fine. Don't worry. Oh, God, he's led it all the way back round to the main gates again. Oh, there we go. What was that? W? I don't know. Anyway, hopefully it won't get distracted this time and it will come a little bit further into the fortress. We'll get to test if the traps go off. I know cage traps don't affect them, but I'm not 100% certain about weapon traps. Come on, into the fortress. Be drawn by the scent of dwarf. Now I suppose I could try flipping the switch now to flip it in the air. Everyone's down in the hall, so no one's going to get crushed from our little retinue, so let's give that a go. Okay. Here we go. Here's a plan. Add new task. Pull the lever now. Back up to the surface, and we'll see how it pans out. Now. Too late. Will the weapon traps have an effect? Okay, it doesn't look like it does. No. Oh dear. Spinning prickleberry seeds. What? Okay, some spinning prickleberry seeds appear to have entered the fray. I don't know what's going on there. Forgotten Beast bites the stray water buffalo. Oh, that'll be what the W was. Okay. So, while the beast is on the traps, let's sally forth. Let's call out the military. I want you to kill, and I want you to specifically kill this beast. Okay? Are you ready? We're going to resume. In fact, let's start advancing one step at a time. Let's zoom in and give this combat a little bit of scrutiny. I'll get the cursor out of the way, put it in the blackness here. And if we press the full stop button, we should see the situation change. Okay, maybe I need to just unpause it. That'll work better. Okay, we have contact. Let's check to see how the opening volley went. The Mace Dwarf is fighting. The Forgotten Beast is fighting. Here we go. The Mace Dwarf scratches the Forgotten Beast in the body. That's good. Stabs the Forgotten Beast in the left wing. Punches the Forgotten Beast in the left wing. Okay, why is that happening? Why is a Mace Dwarf punching it? I'm not happy with that, but we'll see what goes on. Hell, they appear to have done it without actually spilling any blood. That's pretty impressive. How did the final move go? The Hammer Dwarf bashes the Forgotten Beast in the left wing with her bronze crossbow, but the attack glances away. The Spear Dwarf stabs the Forgotten Beast in the body with his iron spear, tearing the muscle and tearing the brain. Good. Terrible way to go though, torn brain. Oh, I bet that stings. Okay, we can turn the military alert off now. Or rather the civilian alert, and everyone can come flooding out, except they're not going to because the door's shut. So, without further ado, let's add, pull, lever, boom. Everybody can go outside and get a breath of fresh air, look up at the sun and puke everywhere. As they do. Oh. Hello. Okay. Okay. Did the mayor hauled all the maces on his weapon rack? He may have, possibly. Maybe we need to get some more maces made. I mean, yeah, stabbed in the body, tore the brain. You're right, Cupo. That is a pretty impressive little angle there. Okay, well, obviously, I've foolishly removed the alert, and we need to deal with this vile force of darkness, this VFOD. Let's go up to the surface. All the dwarves are heading out. Have any got outdoors yet? I don't think so. I think we'd have a bigger stream coming out if that was the case. So back to the military screen, back to the alerts, back to the siege hall. Everybody in. Everybody in? Everybody's in. Fantastic. Okay, let's take a little look at how many goblins we have. Yikes. Okay, we're going to need to do some crowd control. And my plan is, as soon as goblins are on their way in, we're going to start flipping the gate up and down a bit and see who we can take out that way. And hopefully, some of them will be taken out by our traps and we'll get some arms and armour to melt down. That would be ideal. We do need to bring the military back up though, so let's get the squad, let's activate it again, let's move them and put them back here again because I don't really want them charging out and meeting the goblins in any real way. They're getting a good bit of combat training in though, which is nice. Right, where are my gobbos at? Come on. Let's try, where's the Vile Force of Darkness? Show me your Vile Force of Darkness. There it is. Let's zoom to where they came on the screen, and oh yeah, that is quite the horde. Trolls, beak dogs, and goblins. Okay, it's going to take a little bit of finessing, but we'll do what we can. I want to keep the goblins, sorry, the military in reserve behind the traps. Oh, look at that frame rate plummet with all those invaders. 56 frames per second. Get that goddamn goose inside. What are you doing? That's better. Keep away from these sodding monsters. I wonder why the traps nearest to us have gone grey. These ones. Is there something on them? B. Does that mean it has blood on it? What does the B mean? Does anyone know that? Anyone got an idea? Have the goblins started coming yet? Oh boy, they're coming, and they're coming good. Okay. Get a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Okay, yeah, sure, someone found a dead stray bunny, that's fine. A little bit closer. Come on, get your vanguard in. Get your vanguard in, come on. In you come. Boom, troll on the bridge. Time to start pulling that switch. So, switch pull, number 1. Add pull, now. Escape, back up to the surface. Let's resume. Those 2 trolls are coming in, but that's fine. Oh, look at that. Absolutely tore up. Okay, the traps appear to stop working after the first use. I thought they were more of a self-resetting kind of affair. Okay, interesting. So, now that we've got that task... Oh, hello. Somebody died down there. That's not ideal. So, let's go to the lever rather than the person standing by the lever. Pull it. Do it now. And then do I want to repeat it? I don't want to repeat it. So that will... sorry. Let's repeat it for a minute and see how that pans out. Let's see if that gets us anywhere. That should bring us a flood in. I don't think we're going to coax them in with it going up and down so rapidly. Come on, get a bit closer, my little goblin friendos. Gobbo boys. Actually, we could try and reset the traps. That might be the best way to do it. So, just quickly, I'm going to stop the order for pulling the lever. Cancel. There we go. Hopefully it will stay open. It might close again. But if it closes... Oh boy, here come some more trolls. Sneaking around. Cheeky boys, cheeky boys. We've got one in a cage. I do not like this horrible shit that's going on here. Right, we've got to pull the lever one more time. And then once it's closed, we can undo all the stay in this zone nonsense. And then, once that's done... Come on, come on, come on, pull that lever. Fuck now! Pull it! Fuck! Has it been pulled? It has been pulled. Just close. Okay, I think I need to pull it again. Shit. Come on, 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 come on. Don't let the full force in. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Okay, we've got a few coming in. I don't see where our boys are. I think our military might... Oh no, there they are, there they are. Okay, they're getting them as they come round the corner. They're doing all right. Let's have a little look at how it's going. How's our spear dwarf doing? The troll grabs the spear dwarf by the second toe right foot with her right upper arm. The troll releases the grip of the troll's right upper arm on the spear dwarf's second toe right foot. The goblin spearman stabs the spear dwarf in the upper body with his copper spear, tearing the muscle and tearing the right lung. The spear dwarf is having trouble breathing. Okay, this is not good. We have definitely beansed this. Although he's improved his fighting, even though he's got a torn lung, which is, I suppose, admirable. How many of our squad are left alive? That's the question I need to answer. I'm going to go and sort by squad in Dwarf Therapist, do a little refresh. We had 103 dwarves. We've got 97 now. Oh, shit. Is everyone still alive? I think everyone's still alive. Nope, nope, the notifications tell me otherwise. Let me just do a quick read of the dwarves again. 9. Yes, we have lost the dwarf. I'm going to take a look at the health status of the others. We've got some lacerations. We've got a break, impaired ability to stand, a bit of hunger, and 2 people have been put into diagnosis and recovery. That's excellent news. Okay, why did we pop down here? Oh, Woodcraft has been taken by a Fey Mood, have they? Okay, where have they gone? Oh, shit. Oh, there they are. I see them. I see them. Right there. Let's follow them. But also go to the military screen, alerts, and turn off the siege because we now no longer have anybody sieging us. Oh, shit, we do. Okay, the gate's shut though. The gate's shut though. We can let the fortress pootle along for a little while. Once he's claimed his workshop and started going and getting stuff. Yeah, he's got all the materials he needs. Let's ignore him for now. And let the dwarves deal with this carnage. Let them deal with the carnage. I'm going to let the squad go back to their, whatever they were doing. Happy squad, relaxy squad. Well, actually, they're not happy relaxy. They're trainee. They're trainee hardy squads. But that's fine. We've got lots of food. We've got lots of booze. Everyone should remain fairly happy. All we have to do now is get these traps reset. And then bingo, Bob's your uncle. We've got ourselves into a situation where we can accept another sortie of goblins. Which is good. Very nice. What's that? There's a reset time unless they're stone traps. Sorry, just catching up on chat here. I mean, I could probably put in a few more traps while we're waiting. Do they reset the weapon traps? Because they look like they've completely pinged out of existence now. There's just mechanisms on the floor and all the green glass blades are gone. Is that what a green glass blade trap is? It just sprays flying serrated discs everywhere. That sounds very bad. Someone's throwing a tantrum. This is not optimal. Let's take a quick trip over to Dwarf Therapist. Let's have a little look over there and see what they've got. Currently we're at, let's read these. 95 adults, 4 children and 2 vulnerable babies. We only need to replace one of our dwarves in the squad, which is nice, and neither of them are our top tier lads. So that's good. This guy is missing some equipment. He's got uncovered legs. It might be time to invest in some armour. It might be time to start thinking about that. By the way, now is the time to ask for dwarves to be named after you. We have Joseph Rue. Oh, hang on. That's not what we're looking at, is it? Let's sort by nickname. There we go. Base on Mars, Bergendurf, Blind, Curly Fries, Sivich, Fuzzy Logic, Dragon Man. Oh, this is supposed to be Dragon Man. Bear with me. I just need to fix that. Dragon Man, not Dragon Man. There we go. We also have Fuzzy Logic, Jadian, Joseph Rue, Cupo, 2. Cupo's already died and come back to life. Slayer and Tidy. All looking good. Joseph Rue appears to have 4 kills under his belt. What's this? 3 goblins, 1 beak dog. Nice. No other creatures got killed in that little contretemps. Seems a bit unbelievable. Also, who killed the Forgotten Beast then? Oh, maybe it's the dead one. That is a mare and not a vampire, right? It's a mare. Mind you, they're not mutually exclusive roles. In fact, they're usually quite strongly correlated. Okay. Yeah, Fuzzy, you're surviving. I think it's mainly because you're like a weaponsmith specialist, so I don't think you're usually in the fray. And when things would get into the fortress, you would actually be quite deep in its bowels. The fortress, not the thing getting into the fortress. Let's go back to Dwarf Fortress, speaking of fortresses, and take a little look at our guy making stuff. Has he started? He's started making his construction. That's fantastic. That's really what we're looking for. I'm going to take a look at the stocks for a second. I just want to check what we're doing, how we're doing for bars. Well, we've really dented that copper reserve, haven't we? We've got a lot fewer gold bars than I'd anticipated. I thought we'd have more of those. A lot of silver still, but I'm sure we can figure out what to do with those. All the steel's been used. Not quite as much iron as I would have hoped. Now, if we get rid of bars and look for iron... Okay, we've got a lot of stuff here, actually. So let's Oops. There we go. Unforbid all this shit so that we can get it melted. In fact, that might be a good idea just to start putting these melt orders in immediately, right? While we're here. Then again, maybe not. Cool. I could get an armor stockpile and just set it to auto melt because our guys don't actually have any iron weapons yet, do they? Now let's see if we've got anything steel we can melt. Oh, we've got a few good bits and bobs. Spiked steel ball, steel anvil, steel bolts, cap, helm, low boot, mini forge, pick, spear, warhammer. There we go. Okay. Let's let it play out. Oops, sorry. There we go. Let it play out for a bit and see what's going on. How's the trap situation going on up here? It is still a filthy mess. Really bad. What have we got here? What's this? B? T? That's a dead troll, almost certainly. Yeah. Okay, so the spinning green glass disc traps are a one-shot deal. That's disappointing. I think the goblin armour is all goblinite. And the traders, they're dead, so you can't steal from the dead, can you? I mean, they've got no property rights, or I hope they haven't. Otherwise, things are going to get very complicated. Should we put someone else in the squad, I wonder? We do have other people with good weapon skills. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make an armour stockpile. Let's go down to where our stockpiles all are. Here we go. And then we'll make an armour stockpile. Where is it? D, armour. And I'm going to make it fairly big. Let's come in here. Like that. Actually, no, screw that. Let's go down to the actual smelteries. Let's go down to the smelteries and put an armour stockpile right... what was armour again? D. Put one right here. There we go. Let's get it all in there as quick as possible. And also, I'm going to put auto melt on. There we go. Good. And that should bring all of the armour in the fortress down here to be melted. I should probably set it not to pick up leather stuff. Dastot Idrathsazir, the woodcrafter, has created Zesidos, an ashen bracelet. He claims it as a family heirloom. Cool. Sort of cool, anyway. Let's have a look. Ashen bracelet. 32 grand. That is pretty valuable. This is an ashen bracelet. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of oval-cut mica cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of rutile. On the item is an image of an emerald-cut gem in ash. On the item is an image of Adela Hornmute, the wife of the Shadow Horror, and jaguars in silver. Adela Hornmute is surrounded by the jaguars. The artwork relates to the taming of the jaguars of the Dune of Releasing by the wife of the Shadow Horror, Adela Hornmute. In the early winter of 149, during the journey of the wife of the Shadow Horror, Adela Hornmute. On the item is an image of a giant hamster in horn silver. On the item is an image of Adela Hornmute, the wife of the Shadow Horror, in elkbird leather. Adela Hornmute is travelling. The artwork relates to the journey of the wife of the Shadow of Horror, Adela Hornmute, to the Dune of Releasing in the early winter of 149, during the journey of the wife of the Shadow Horror, Adela Hornmute. Wow, quite the mouthful. Had a little bit of difficulty reading that, but we got through it in the end. We made it. We made it in the end. Nobody panic. Okay, has any armour been brought down here yet? We do have a lot of idlers, which kind of indicates that maybe... okay, so we can put bins with the stuff for melting. That's fine. That's fine. Now, none of these have an order for melting other stuff, do they? Just the ores. So I'm going to go JMQ MELT, melt a metal object, brilliant, and put it on a perpetual order. So hopefully we should end up seeing tons of melting going on. All that goblinite should get turned into iron. Then we acquire some... Can we make steel? Let me just check to see if we can make... If we can make steel already, then this is going to be good. Oh, no, not like that. Add smelt hematite ore, native gold ore, silver ore, copper ore, galena ore, tetrahedrite ore, sterling silver, rose gold, pig iron bars, steel bars. Oh, we need coal, don't we? Do we need coal? Or charcoal? I don't know what the shadow horror is, but I'm kind of hoping it doesn't turn up anytime soon. I should probably get them to smelt the gold ore as well, shouldn't I? Native gold ore. Ooh, repeat. Add silver ore. Repeat. Add copper ore. Sure, you repeat that as well. Add galena. Repeat. Add tetrahedrite. Already got tetrahedrite in the list. Add... Make brass bars using what now? Using bar. Billion, not interested. Sterling silvers, rose gold, no, not interested in any of those. Oh, crap. Is that it? That's it. Okay. I'm pretty sure these are suspended because we've run out of the materials, but we'll see how it goes. Marks 21 items to melt. Very exciting. Let's see how this ends up going. Because it should yield fairly large amounts of iron. Although that said, now we don't really have visual indicators of how much we have in stock just by looking at the stockpiles, because everything's in those copper bins. Ah well. It could be a lot worse. Shadow horror's probably another feathered snail. Probably, but, I mean, do feathered snails have wives? Is that how feathered snails work? Oh my god, we could just start churning out chain leggings, couldn't we, and levelling up our boys. Oh my god. Let's do it. Let's do it. Add a new task. Armour. Do I have any steel? I don't think I do. We could do the whole leggings thing. Okay. And then we'll do the Alt-W thing. Yeah, put it on a repeating job. Add constraints. Leggings of steel. 5 to 10 is absolutely fine. Just keep going with that. And that should just keep a nice little infinite loop of steel once we have some steel. Then again, I think we've got some steel items in order for melting, so that's pretty good. Snails are hermaphrodites. It would have a wife and a husband. That's true. It could have a hubwife, a wifeband. Is that steel coming out of the smeltery? I'm not sure. I'm not seeing any action going on in the smelteries. Oh no, they're bringing copper in. They're bringing copper in to do stuff, so clearly still making bins and spike balls. What are you creating here? What's the... Oh, did they just dump a copper bin in the hallway? Or am I misreading what's going on here? Resuming production of steel leggings. Ah, yes. Oh my god, they're making them. Oh my god, let's check our stocks out and see if that's going to work. Stocks, S-T-E-E-L. That's E-L. S-T-E-E-L. There we go. Spike steel ball. We could definitely melt that. Lovely. Steel anvil. Won't melt that just yet. Steel battle axe. Don't need to melt those. They're in inventories. Steel bolts. Melt them. Don't need them. Steel cap. Gone. Helm. Low boots. Mini forge. Pick. Spear. Warhammer. No, we'll keep the spear and the warhammer. That makes sense. We'll keep those. And hopefully we'll be duping in a shitload of steel pretty quickly. Nice. Exploits. This is the only one making the steel leggings. You know what? Let's... Oh, I can't get rid of these now, apparently. Not while they're on the repeat thing. In that case, press Alt-W. Well, actually, no. If I just press R, and let's see. There we go. Lovely. Okay, let's put the steel leggings in there again. Armour, steel, leggings, bingo. No, not another task. No. That's it. Alt-W. Yes, make it a repeater. Yes, make it a repeater. Yes, make it a repeater. There we go. Pushing the right button now. And 5 to 10 items. Yes, so both these workshops should be working on steel leggings, and they should get melted nice and quickly. That's the hope. That is the dream. Oh, I think I see some sweet steel going into our stockpile there. Already it's starting the circular route. We should end up with a lot of steel bars relatively quickly. Might be nice to make some steel armour. Holy shit, we're still under siege. I'm going to go down to the graveyard. I'm going to put a corpse stockpile down here just because they have to go somewhere. There we go. Are all of our coffins full? Not quite. But they're all pretty... we're running out of them, to be fair. So build coffin or burial receptacle. Nice. Good, we've got loads of them. Let's go down to the coffins so we don't end up... where is it? There we go, burial receptacle. Right there. Cool. And we'll put a load in. Why not? Yep. That's it. Hopefully anybody who's died from our fortress can get a nice grave. That would be good, wouldn't it? Just what you've always wanted. Well, I mean, I doubt many people crave it. Some do, obviously, but let's not talk about that. That's grim. Man, we've got a lot of coffins. I've done pretty well. Stockpile's going to be emptied pretty quickly, I think, and then hopefully some of these bad boys will get stowed away and prevented from becoming wee ghosties. Because ghosts are a problem. You don't want a ghost. Right, we've run out of coffins. That's good. Corpse stockpile. Maybe I should also put a dump stockpile in temporarily while we wait. Put a refuse stockpile in here. As long as people don't spend too much time hanging out in the graveyard, it should be alright. We'll be able to deal with the miasma. We've got lots of people running in to take care of stuff. What are they picking up here? Armour? Bits of bone? I think this is for the refuse stockpile. I could be wrong, but no, it's the corpse stockpile and the refuse stockpile. Both being used very heavily. Can you put bins? Just give it a go. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when we put bins in the rubbish stockpile. I mean, it kind of makes sense that bins would be usable, right? There we go. Stink it up. Stink it up in there. Right, back to the surface. How's things going over there? Let's have a little peek. Pretty miasma-y still. Got a lot of bodies, a lot of corpses. Same thing, really. A lot of bits and bobs knocking around. Although, it looks like the cage traps have all been reset. Much as I enjoy the serrated green glass disc madness, it does feel a little bit like expensive being a one-shot. Unless those green glass discs are recoverable, it seems ludicrously expensive, in fact. I need to make an animal stockpile. We've got to make a prison. That's what we need to do. Maybe we should go and look at our mine and then put the prisoners down there? No, that's going to be a massive pain in the arse. Let's not do that. Should we just put the prison at the back of the hospital here? P, animal stockpile. Here we go. Doesn't need to be quite this big, but I'm going crazy. I'm expecting lots of prisoners. There we go, that'll be good. And then we also wanted to make a stockpile for gypsum plaster, didn't we? You know what? I'm going to make a small one in the corner. Just a small one. Just a small one. Because, you know, it's not like we've got tons and tons of gypsum plaster, is it? Because some idiot decided he was going to buy all the gypsum plaster in the world. Oh dear. I'm not bitter. I'm not. So let's remove all of the types and then we'll go down to bags and boxes. There we go. We're going to come down and we're going to say nothing but gypsum plaster goes in here. And that should yield some gypsum plaster. Hooray! And once that's in place, I will... Oh, hello. They're bringing wheelbarrows down to the plaster spot, apparently. Lots of wheelbarrows needed. Have I got a perpetual order on for wheelbarrows? I bet I have, haven't I? More than likely. Let me just quickly check hospital stock levels. Thread, cloth, splints, crutches, powder for casts, buckets. It's only soap left to get. Oh, and traction benches, but we can do that. Build. What is it? Traction bench. Traction bench. Capital R. Okay. How many of these have we got? Enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've got one for each bed. Lovely. So there's another one there. Oops. And another one can come down here. Lovely. We're not doing too bad, actually. We've got quite the excellent facilities, he says, without soap. But we can easily put soap stockpiles in, can't we? Oh yeah, back to the surface. How's it going up here? Still very miasma-y. They've probably fully filled the rubbish and corpse stockpiles, haven't they? Of course they have. Far too many bits. Far too many bits. They seem to be bringing plump helmets down here for some reason. Why are they dumping plump helmets and... Oh, rotten garden, rotten food. Ah, it goes rotten. That's not brilliant. Rallydalfmel's mangled skull. Holy shit. Okay. Got dark suddenly. Speaking of which, I started watching that Midsommar today. Pretty good. Didn't have enough time to get all the way through it because we had to go and get the kids. But I'm looking forward to watching the second half with Kel. Quite the intriguing movie. That guy who did, or that person who directed Midsommar and Hereditary has got a thing about heads, haven't they? They've got a real thing. That gypsum plaster has to last your entire fort. I mean, there is that to consider, yes. I don't know if it's still in, but traction benches could do with being next to the beds to avoid a bug. Oh, shite. We'll see what happens. See what happens. Oh, the miasma's gone. Hooray! Let's build another corpse stockpile. Clearly haven't got enough. There we go. And another refuse stockpile. Sure, let's get more rubbish in the graveyard. I mean, what? You know, what's the worst that could happen? Apart from a riot caused by the severe disrespecting of the dead. Ah, this is looking better. We've got a lot of people rushing up here to grab stuff. It's looking a bit more clear. That is a lot of bones. That is an incredible amount of bones. Wow. Okay, what's all this gubbins on the floor here? Wool loincloth. Is this all forbidden? You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say DBC for reclaim, and I am going to unforbid everything in this area because the fact that it's forbidden is ludicrous. You understand? Ludicrous. I should probably make clothing stockpiles, shouldn't I? Oh, we'll do it when we come round to the clothing industry. These would probably go somewhere, right? They come to collect this shit? Yeah? People are coming to collect all this crap laying on the floor? No? No, they're not. They have absolutely zero interest in doing so. Ah, well, could be worse. Was that the same dude who directed Antichrist, or am I thinking of something else? I think you're thinking of Lars von Trier. I think. But maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be being a silly Billy, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh man, these defences are looking pretty paltry now. Let's see if we can place some more serrated glass disc traps. Build trap. Oh, hello. The mayor's got a requirement. What's that? I pressed the wrong button, but let's investigate. Oh, quarters and a dining room. Of course, I forgot about that. Never mind. Never mind. Build trap. Weapon trap. We're going to place a weapon trap right there. We're going make it with a nice mechanism, and we're going to get serrated green glass discs. 53 of the motherfuckers. Wow, that is a lot. Now, can anybody tell me if they're supposed to be destroyed in use? Because they are a little bit shite, if that's the case, right? Is there any way we can keep them from pinging everywhere in the weapon trap, or is that it? Is that how things are these days? Build another weapon trap. Sure. There we go. Pop that in there. Firelight mechanism. Serrated green glass discs, of course. Lovely. D. Build weapon trap. Another one. Pop that there. Mechanisms. Yep. Serrated discs. Lovely. D. Weapon trap. Pop one there. Mica mechanism. We'll get there. We'll get there. There we go. Weapon trap. One more there. And we've only got 3 left. That's a bit disappointing. However, we could put some spiked balls in there, couldn't we? Got 99 spiked copper balls. Let's see what happens. Let's see how they pan out. They might be cool, they might not be cool. They might be rubbish. There's only one way to really know. Oh, hello, there's something looking around out here. A skunk! Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Right, dwarves, get this all fixed. Did that mood get resolved? Uh-oh. Bad thing to forget about. I'm pretty sure something happened and I've just forgotten about it. Yes, the mood got resolved one way or another. What have we got going on down here? Not a lot of interest. However, let's go down to the smelteries and see how the whole turning shit into steel is going. Mark 1 item to melt. Very good. I don't think we've actually got 2 armour smiths. It seems like we only have the 1, which is intriguing. I'm going to go over to Dwarf Therapist and have a quick look at that. See what's going on. They're not sorted by anything at the moment. No, we've got a load of people who can do armour smithing. We've got a level 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 level 1s, who combined are almost as good as the level 6. Interesting. I don't know why they're not doing that. Weird. Let's take a look at the stocks, shall we? Let's take a look at the stocks and see how our bar supply is going. What have we got in terms of steel? 3 steel bars. Wowee, we're doing good. So good. Okay. Excuse me. We need to make charcoal for steel. Hang on, let me just Google it. Why am I sitting here scratching my head when I could just type in DF steel? There we go. It's probably going to be an author called DF steel. There we go. Dwarf Fortress Wiki. Someone's probably put the answer in. Pig iron. Oh, okay. Steel